Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Hi, everybody. The match again. We didn't do this on purpose. Hi, everybody. Hello. Presenting Friday. Look at everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's going to be a good weekend. Hi. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much. Look at you guys. Yeah, I know. Have a seat. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just a few more days left for our summer season. Then we're going to be at the fair. And then season 5 starts the day after Labor Day. We're very excited. We have something very special we're working up for that season premiere. But right now, she's something very special. She's my sister from another mister. Give it up for Kendall, everybody.
Good morning. Hi.
How you doing?
Morning.
How you doing?
I feel good. It's a Friday. I love Friday audiences, too.
I know.
They're great.
They are, like, ready to go. They are party people again today. I know. So we unintentionally matched today. We both have
matched so well. You've got your Ron Burgundy. I've got my, I don't know what this is, but yep, we got it.
The wine-colored. And I got to tell you, speaking of wine, do not turn the channel. Now, I'm going to be, like, overly dramatic, like Chris Harrison on The Bachelor.
Oh, thank God.
We have a segment today with Leslie Miller, who's our wine diva. And I'm not joking. I shot the story Monday at her house. I drink wine. If you drink wine, she stopped me cold. She said something that will change the way, if you've never taken a wine class or anything, she'll change the way you drink wine. So, I mean, when we got done, I went, wow, like I didn't know this. Yeah, it was fascinating.
I mean,
so that's coming up in a little bit.
Girl, I am blissfully uneducated.
Yeah.
I still drink the little like $13 boxes, blissfully uneducated.
Oh, box wine is back. That's all producer Ted drinks is boxed. It's back. Yeah.
We got it. Yeah, we're diggity down with the $13 for like a gallon of wine.
Box wine is hot. Yeah. Now I got to tell you my favorite. Story of the day. This literally, I saw this headline last night. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw the picture. And if you don't, go just follow Jason Matheson. It's my newest post, and you'll see the picture that goes along with the story. Here we go. It's the best story of the day. A woman out of Florida, of course it's in Florida, has pleaded guilty for doing the unthinkable. During a traffic stop in May, she pulled a gator out of her yoga pants. Now, according to police, she was pulled over for running a stop sign. Oh, there she is. Right there, yeah. And can we just say, thank you, Ted. Can we just say that's my favorite headline? Florida woman who pulled gator from yoga pants gets probation. There's not a better headline this year than that. So, no. Audience, it gets better. Because, so she was pulled over for running a stop sign, and that's when she and the dude she was with admitted to police that they were, quote, collecting frogs and snakes underneath an overpass. Just take that in for a second, yeah. Police later discovered upon investigation that she had 41 turtles in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack. So I just need everyone to unpack that as well. A grown blank woman has a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle backpack with actual turtles in the backpack. So then the cop goes, ma'am, do you have anything else? And then that's when she literally went like this and pulled a gator out of her pants. Yeah. She pulled the gator out of her britches and handed it. here's the gator, and handed it to police. Can I just tell you, out of the 3 animals these morons were collecting, why would you put the gator in your pants? You know what I mean? Out of all the, I guess that's the most illegal, but that's the one that can do the most damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it was a baby gator.
Does it matter? They all have teeth.
I don't know. I'm just.
Ted and I are doing the math. I don't want that in there. You know what I mean?
I'm just glad we have a picture so you can't pretend it was me.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, I know.
Wasn't me, everybody. Wasn't me.
She was sentenced to probation for illegally possessing animals. Yeah, that's right. Now, I don't know how the show's going to get much better than that, but we're going to try because here comes the hot dish. Here we go, everybody. First up, music fans are about to lose their mind. This video it got on Twitter and then on Instagram, and it was everywhere instantly. Justin Timberlake posted a video on Insta teasing a potential collaboration with Minnesota's own Lizzo. Look at this.
Get back, get back. Yes, get back, get back. Whoa, get back, get back.
Now, JT didn't elaborate on what exactly they're doing together, leaving us all guessing. It's been a big year, as we all know, for Lizzo, who surged onto the scene literally within the last year and a half. She's set to perform next week at the MTV Video Music Awards, where she's also nominated for Best New Artist. And if she doesn't win, they should shut that down. I'm just going to say, yeah. She has to win. She has to win that.
How could you not? She's got like the #1 song everywhere.
She has to win that, or just shut MTV down because, they haven't. Let's be clear, MTV should have been shut down years ago. They haven't played music television since Bananarama. You know what I mean? What?
Who? Who's Banana who?
Bananarama. You don't know who Bananarama is?
I know who Carson Daly is.
No, yeah. Bananarama was way before your time. Just Google it. They were
BK.
They had like 2 hits or something. They were great. Yeah, they were great.
2 hits and they were great?
They were.
All right.
Thank you. That woman in the second row is gonna slap you in a second.
Researching Bananarama.
She's president of the Bananarama fan club over there. Yeah. Next in the dish, Brian Austin Green visited Andy Cohen last night and dished about the good old days at 90210. Look.
Did you ever have any bad blood with a rival teen dream?
Ooh. Bad blood?
Yeah, who was your biggest rival at the time?
I don't really have any on the show or just in general?
No, just in general. Was there anyone you were going out for the same roles for, with?
No, there were like 12 of us. I think Mario Lopez and I we battled for muscle at one point.
Yes.
He obviously won.
What teen heartthrob did you have a crush on? Lady heartthrob.
Nicole Eggert.
Nicole Eggert.
Yeah.
Okay. Name one fellow 90s star we'd be surprised to hear you asked on a date. Or vice versa.
I think it was probably Tiffany Amber Thiessen, but I didn't really ask her on a date, and then we dated. But I always sort of played the I wait until someone comes to me because I don't deal with rejection very well.
Well, you probably never got rejected.
Yeah, let's be clear. People, I say this a lot, especially in the studio audience when we do the Q&A. A popular question is, hey, who's your favorite interview? Who have you really liked? I will tell you, I've interviewed Brian Austin Green 3 times in person over the years for Fox shows or whatever. Nicest guy. Like, sincerely, every time, couldn't have been nicer. And he's one of the few where the camera actually doesn't do him justice. He is a really good-looking guy in person. I mean, the camera, he's good, but he is actually, he's good-looking there, but in person, and just the sweetest guy. I mean, just very, very nice. Yeah. Why are you smiling? What?
Several reasons. Well, one of them being what producer Ted said about how he was the only celebrity producer Ted ever wrote.
Yeah, so producer Ted, who, by the way, he isn't gay. I mean, he's the one star that he wrote when he was young, Brian Austin Green.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brian Austin Green. And he said he wrote him back.
He wrote him back.
He wrote him back and signed a picture for him.
Signed a little picture. I know. Oh, Ted. Yeah. He was smitten, weren't you, Ted? Yeah, you were smitten. Yeah. Next in the dish, another Hollywood A-lister is trying to get into the talk show business. Yeah, good luck with that one. It's a rough road, girl. This time, I actually like this person, though. Drew Barrymore. That's right, Drew has apparently been shopping a talk show to networks for a few years, and finally CBS gave her a tentative yes. Sources tell Variety that she's shooting the pilot this week in New York. Drew is also one of the executive producers of the show. Now, if it survives the whole pilot process, she'll join a very crowded field of new hosts. This season, this coming season, you're going to see probably more new talk shows than we have in a couple cycles. Tamron Hall from the Today Show is getting a talk show. My mom. Yeah, my mom loves her. I love her too. I think one of the biggest mistakes the Today Show ever made was getting rid of Tamron Hall.
Letting her go. That was so dumb.
Dumb. NBC, I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know. Because how did that Megyn Kelly show do for you?
Girl.
Kelly Clarkson, she's going to have a show this fall. Kelly, I think, will do well. Yeah. She just, by the way, Drew wrapped up season 3 of her Netflix comedy, Santa Clarita Diet. That's wrapping up too, yeah. Drew, I mean, come on. When you think of Drew, you think of Gertie. You think of E.T. I mean, that she was.
I think of Charlie's Angels.
Do you think of her? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think of because that was one of the first movies, and I think we're about the same age.
Okay.
So when I think of Drew, I think a little Gertie and the flower. Anyway, like I said at the beginning, we have such a good show. Go get another cup of coffee or a Bud Light or whatever, and we'll be right back, everybody. Back after this. Coming up, I am going to get Chris Harrison Bachelor Dramatic here. Our wine Wendy, our wine diva, Leslie Miller, is going to blow your mind. If you drink wine, if you like wine, she is going to quite possibly change the way you drink it and the way you serve it. And then she's not done that. No, she's not done. Wait until you hear what she has to say about champagne and champagne glasses. And he is quite possibly one of our favorite food guests. You gotta be a cobra or a python to unhinge your jaw to get that. The owner of Soul Bowl is back with a fun announcement. It's all coming up. We'll stay right there.
It is hard to come up with a plan to celebrate an 80th birthday. Most people will have like a brunch or something, but my Aunt Chippy isn't most people, so we thought, what better way to commemorate this special day, an 80th birthday, than to jump out of nowhere and scare her repeatedly.
I come in the room and all I'm thinking is, I'm gonna take a hot shower and I'm going to bed. Holy, you're gonna kill me! What's the matter with you people? Are you crazy?
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel celebrating his Aunt Chippy's 80th birthday. I love her. I love Aunt Chippy so much. More late night for you. John Travolta visited Fallon, and that Jimmy challenged him to a Travolta off, meaning a random generator selected roles that made John famous, and the two will then act them out to see who does the better John Travolta.
You know, I work on my hair a long time. And you hit it. He hits my hair. All right, John, you can go next. Here we go. That's the generator there. What do we do? We up there. Yeah! Well, that's cool, baby. I mean, you know how it is, rocking and rolling and whatnot. Hey, Mr. Carter.
Hey, why don't you take a couple days off and go hang gliding? It's good weather for it, no wind.
What? Where? Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Off my case, toilet face. Want to do this? Want to do the dance?
Let's do the dance. Ready? And here we go. I'll say it. Ba 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 Marina.
Wow, yep. John won the Travolta off. He stars in the upcoming film The Fanatic, which hits theaters in 2 weeks. Well, next on the dish, you guys may remember the 50th birthday gift that A-Rod gave to J-Lo. He gave her a Porsche. Now, even though, he gave it to her even though she hasn't driven in decades. I mean, literally. She drove like when she played Selena. I mean, it was about the last time. Well, now it was J-Lo's turn. For Alex's 44th birthday, she gave him a bright blue vintage Ford Bronco. The two have been retrofitted with all sorts of modern luxuries, including leather with his number stitched into the leather. Surprisingly, vintage Broncos are one of the hottest classic cars on the market. Lady Gaga, Simon Cowell, who, by the way, have you seen his new face? Anyway, and Jay Leno. That guy right there has it. Right there, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Simon Cowell, everybody, right there. Holy crap, Simon Cowell's in the audience, Aaron. There he is. Jay Leno has one of them too. I don't know. I'm not a car. Are you a car girl? Do you like cars?
Not a ton. I do love Ford Broncos though. They're so big because they stopped making them, and so now people are looking at the really old ones and they all want them. They're making them again in 2020 though. I mean, I just might know that. How do you not know that?
Okay, I'll flip. How do you know that?
I don't know. Okay, I guess out of the two of us, I'll be there.
Because I'll tell you, that's not in the teleprompter, everybody. That just rolled off the top of her head. You make fun of me because I can tell you the start and end date of Dallas, but you just told me off the top of your head when the Ford Bronco will roll off the assembly line. That is crazy.
Okay, well, so out of the two of us, I guess I'll be the car person.
Yeah. And I'll be the Dallas person, which debuted April 2nd, 1978.
Well, there we go.
May 3rd, 1991. Yeah.
I bet there was a Ford Bronco in Dallas.
None of the Ewings drove a Ford Bronco.
How
Let's
do you
be very
know?
clear. Yeah. What?
How do you know?
Cliff Barnes did, but the Ewings did not, yes.
I don't know what that means. Don't spit that at me, please. Don't spit that at me like a llama.
I thought about it. Still ahead. We head to the Galleria where an art exhibit has people literally knocking on doors. And then it's the most dramatic wine segment in the history of our show. What you thought you knew about drinking wine is probably wrong. We'll be right back. When I have people. It's very dramatic. A little bit of a programming note. There was music playing randomly. I thought the audience was going to have a dance party. Anyway. Programming note. Oh, Aaron Schwab. Programming note. Right after the show today, I'm heading back to Walt Disney World where I'm going to be getting a preview of the new Star Wars land at Disney World. And I'll be taking the camera along and I'll be giving you that story next week. What it's like, how big it is. Am I going to make another lightsaber? I'll show you next week. That's right. Well, closer to our galaxy, if you haven't been to Galleria lately, you should get there really soon because there's an art exhibit going on, and it's all about little doors. Photographer Eric visited the mall in Edina recently to see what's it exactly all about. Look at this.
We're going right here between this men's store and the women's store, so here's my door. It's made of some really fun iridescent materials and a lot of reflection. You can even see yourself in the mirror.
So Galleria partnered with Art of Edina on something really fun. We commissioned 12 local artists to create something a little out of the ordinary. tiny doors.
My door is titled Dream Big, and I was inspired by the Big Brothers, Big Sisters motto, which is big things start little.
And besides just being fun to find and an adventure, they actually benefit Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Twin Cities. For every photo posted of a door using the hashtag #ArtOpensDoors, Galleria will donate $1 to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Twin Cities.
That's a good pose. Ready? There it is, I got you. And the hashtags are right there. So tag the Galleria, Big Brothers, and then Art Opens Doors. I just really loved the fundraiser components. I really thought that was amazing to just not just make art and hang it in a gallery, but to really have it out in the world, have all kinds of people be able to see it, and also to have it be a great way to raise money for children. I've seen people kind of looking for them and peeking around, and also just the way people have interacted on Instagram has been really fun. People have brought things in with them to interact with the doors. It's neat to see how people have pictures of their kids crawling around looking to find the doors.
Nobody's home. They must be taking a nap. I'll come back later.
We'd both be freaked out if that thing opened up.
What would be the most surprising thing to come out of that door? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I can think of a couple things. For every Instagram post that tags the Galleria with the hashtag #ArtOpensDoors, the Galleria will donate $1 to Big Brothers and Big Sisters of the Twin Cities. And that organization is really near and dear to my heart. If you've been with me throughout my career, because I've been around for about 21, 22 years, you know that I was in the Big Brothers program for many years. My little Brendan, I met him when he was 8 years old. He is now 27 years old. And has grown up to be just a great, great man. So, Brent, I love you, and he's doing great. And Big Brothers is just a fantastic, fantastic program. If you have a couple hours a day to spend, or a couple hours a week to spend with someone, it really does make a difference in a kid's life. The exhibit, by the way, opens on August 31st, so get there and support Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Still ahead, everybody. Gerard from Soul Bowl is here, and he's got a big, fun announcement. But next, we head to wine diva Leslie Miller's house for some wine glass 101. And let me tell you, if you drink wine, but you don't know a lot about it, your life will never be the same after this story. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Well, get ready for your life to change after this next story. Now, here's the disclaimer, though, before I read anything more. Here's the disclaimer. If you've ever been to a wine class or a wine glass class, you're going to be like, yeah, Jason, I know this already. But if you haven't, like me, your mind will be blown. Recently, I visited Leslie Miller's house. Leslie Miller is our wine diva, and she gave me a little lesson about wine glasses. This actually came from an idea as we were doing a segment. I'm like, I think people don't know, is there really a difference if you drink out of this glass and in this glass? She goes, oh, there is a difference. And what? I was shocked. What you're about to learn will blow your mind. Look at this. We're at Leslie Miller's house, and she dropped like a big truth bomb on me. Give us the headline.
Okay, this is very shocking, actually,
This
for
is
a lot of
shocking.
people. Hugely shocking until you actually see the difference of this.
Okay.
So the only two glasses that you really need in your life when you're drinking wine are these two shapes.
I want everyone to take that in. These are the only two wine glasses you need in your house, period.
Yep, that's right. So this is called a Bordeaux glass,
Okay.
and this is called a Burgundy bowl. So,
Bordeaux,
and Burgundy.
Burgundy bowl.
Yes. Really, almost everything in your world can be put into this glass.
What kinds of things, because people are going to be writing this down, what kinds of things go in the
In this
Bordeaux?
glass. So Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Grigio, Cabernet, Merlot, Zinfandel, Tempranillo.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there, because when you say Merlot, I would think, hey, it's a red wine. It's automatically going to go in a big fish bowl. I'm just saying, I think a lot of people think that.
Right. So a lot of times people think that you have to put red wine into a large bowl because it needs more space or it needs more room to breathe. But really, the techniques behind these glasses is 100% science as to how these wines actually land on your palate. So we're gonna try this, okay?
She's right. I mean, wait till you hear this. This is science. Believe me, I've done a lot of these segments with this lady, and I'm kind of blown away.
So
okay?
grab that big burgundy glass.
Okay.
And this glass that we're pouring into is actually really made for Pinot Noir. There's a couple of other grapes, Gamay that lives in southern Burgundy, and then also Nebbiolo, which lives in Italy. But let's just focus on what people drink,
yes.
right? Pinot Noir. Also, if you like kind of those heavily wooded, toasty, round Chardonnays that come from regions that you can pronounce, like California, those Chardonnays would also go into this.
Okay, again, another, I would think, and I think a lot of you watching, hey, I would like a glass of Chardonnay at the Olive Garden. I think they're gonna serve it.
Right.
I would put a Chardonnay, up until this moment, I would put a Chardonnay in this glass.
That's right.
But no, it should go in this one.
So a New World Chardonnay, basically things that have a little bit more wood to it would go into this glass here. This is the fun part because you get to try this on really
I'm trying
for
the science, okay.
So when you look at this wine forward, it actually is kind of rounded, which means it's gonna hit 1/3 of the tip of your tongue in, and it's actually gonna spill into the sides of your cheeks.
Because of this shape.
Because of this shape here. So this wine is actually gonna fall right onto your palate the way that it's actually shaped in the glass. So let's try it. And what this bowl does is it helps to open up the aromatics of all the fruit basically going on in Pinot Noir, okay?
Okay.
And when you drink it and your head goes back.
It did, it cascaded down my tongue. Or on the sides
of your cheeks, right. And it makes the fruit actually really kind of perky and fresh. Also, when you tip your head back, your tongue comes forward. And when your tongue comes forward,
it misses the tip.
Yes, and so now you get this like big, juicy, round note of this Pinot Noir. Now let's put it into the wrong glass. So we'll put all this wine basically into this Bordeaux glass.
Wrong glass.
All right, so now when you smell this wine,
okay.
Whew, it's kind of closed down a little bit, and also the alcohol of this wine, which this wine is not a lot of alcohol. It stings your nose.
I would have thought all of this was shishi poo poo wine people crap up until this moment. I did. I would have think, whatever,
You're
Leslie
right.
Miller.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
I mean,
I'm with you.
The reality is people drink out their, sippy cups, their kids' sippy cups, right? So to each his own. But all right, so now when you taste this,
like Ted. Distinctly different.
Very, very different.
Oh, it's almost tart.
Yeah, it's super tart. Also, the tannins of this wine, which actually come from the wood barrel itself, you can feel it's kind of like dusty on the insides of your teeth and where your molars, kind of the backside of your molars.
Fascinating. It was. I really did. Because I'm not joking. I really do think of all of you guys watching, and I think to myself, okay, like Betty from Anoka, she just enjoys a glass of wine occasionally, and wine people start using these big words, and it's like, I block out. But the taste difference, I wasn't being Jason Goofy. There was a distinct difference between the glasses with that same wine. And I walked out and I said, this is interesting. And then she goes, oh, I'm not done. She is not done, because when we come back, how you may be drinking champagne wrong. Yeah, we are all drinking champagne wrong when we come back. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. Well, before we went to break, we showed you how you're probably drinking wine wrong, unless you are fancy and you went to a wine class and you know everything that Leslie just said. Now we're changing to champagne, and get ready for the most dramatic 4 minutes in Jason show history. Not really, look. Okay, I mean, You blew me away with headline number 1. She's pouring. What's headline number 2?
Headline number 2 is going to be the most earth-shattering news of your life.
To quote Chris Harrison, this is the most shocking revelation in Bachelor history.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Even more shocking than The Bachelor. Okay.
You ready?
So, basically, overall, people are trying to ban the champagne flute. Now, why? I know, crazy, right? Now, you're going to have to run into your cupboard. You're going to have to throw out all your champagne flutes. Now, the reason for the champagne flute being invented in the first place is, now this is a very tall champagne flute, brings the bubbles to the top so that when you're looking at the wine, it's nice and sparkly, it's great, it's beautiful. When you taste it, we can go ahead and taste this.
Okay.
It's nice, but it's not necessarily going to the right parts of your tongue.
You know what? Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to say this before you even tell me what I'm supposed to be tasting. It almost tastes like flat soda.
Yeah, it does.
It's not as...
Yes, like round and rich and yes. So now, if we were to pour these into the right glass. So
What?
now...
So champagne should go in this glass too?
Yes. So if the grapes that make up the bubbly are Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, which are 2 of the grapes that are from the region of Champagne, so everything that you buy out of the region of Champagne, France, literally should go into this glass.
Okay, so people are going into their wine shop, whatever is your favorite.
Right.
If the grape
If the grapes,
is,
yeah.
if the grapes are from Champagne,
Yep. So if it's from Champagne, it says Champagne on it, like this one here. This is actually Champagne, France.
okay?
You don't want to put this in any other glass besides the one that's in your hand currently.
Earth shattering. Okay.
Now this is from California, and they also just so happen to use Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, the traditional grapes for making champagne. Folks are not as happy because they don't see the bubbles coming to the surface. But if you're going to spend this amount of money for champagne,
I don't care about the bubbles, darn bubble. I don't care about darn bubbles. I want it to taste good.
and if it's between $40 and $50, you want it to taste correctly in your mouth, right? So now what you're getting is these grapes are going to the right part of your palate, basically, again.
The back part, again.
The sides, a little bit to the sides.
You
right?
want the champagne to flow over the sides of your tongue.
Yes, yep. So now you can taste it. Also, the smell on this is beautiful.
Trust me when I say this, please. Stark difference. I would wink at you if I didn't believe Leslie. If I don't, I'll just wink at you. There is a big difference in taste. Let me try to think of what people are wondering out there. Okay, Leslie, I'm getting rid of my champagne flutes. I'm drinking wine out of these big things that I didn't think I would drink out of. Let's cover some glasses that people may have in their cabinet still. How about this stemless?
Stemless are really what was invented for just modern entertainment. Let's say you're in the kitchen, you're making dinner, you have people over. When you're in the kitchen, if you were to tip things, with your arm, a knife, what have you, these just weeble wobble, right? So they're really made for modern entertainment. But we're looking at the shape again. So this is the same shape as this.
So it's all right.
That's right.
Doesn't really matter if it has a stem.
That's right. So you'd put your Pinot Noir in here, you'd put your Champagne in here, and then you'd also put, your New World Chardonnay in here. Now, if you go back to this glass, this is the exact same shape as this glass. So everything else in your life, again, can be put into the glass that you have in your hand. So it's all about the shape and the grape. It's not about the color of the wine and which vessel it goes into. Mind blown.
Okay, mind blown, people. Yes. Thanks to Leslie Miller. Okay, how many knew this before this story? Raise your hand. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Nobody knew it. I didn't. And I was like, I drink some wine. I mean, I have a little wine room. I went to Falcon Crest. I still didn't know, Nobody knows Falcon Crest here. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. How many knows Falcon Crest? Thank you. Okay, there we go. They can stay. Okay. No, thanks to Leslie Miller. By the way, Leslie Miller will be joining us. She's going to be at the State Fair at the Minnesota Wine Association. She'll be dropping by. And if you want more information on what Leslie does, go to amusewine.com. She has a great wine program. If you don't know anything about wine, she is the one to ask. Now, go into your cupboards right now and start selling your champagne flutes. Yeah. Thanks, Leslie. If you missed any of that, don't worry. If you missed any of that information, don't worry. As we always do, we'll be posting that on Facebook a little bit later. And don't forget, full episodes of The Jason Show you can find on YouTube in just a few hours. Just search for Jason Show TV. Hit that subscribe button. And also, if you missed our live show at 10 a.m., our replay is back on our sister station, Fox 9 Plus, at 3 p.m. Still ahead, everybody. He's a Jason Show regular known for his pop-up restaurants. Well, soon, he is going permanent. Gerard from Soul Bowl will join us next with the details after this. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Our next guest has been a staple on our show for a couple years thanks to his, and this is putting it mildly, his hugely popular pop-up restaurant. Yeah, huge. But things are starting to get real for the Soul Bowl. Give it up for the owner and creator of Soul Bowl, our good friend Gerard, everybody. Let me start with congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Soul Bowl has a permanent place now, everybody. Where are you going to be, my friend?
We are in the new food halls going in North Loop. It's called Gray's Libations and Provisions, right on 4th Street, right behind the Twin Stadium.
Look how beautiful this place is, everybody. Look.
It's gorgeous.
And did you hear him? Right behind Target Field. How convenient. Yes.
Yep.
How are you feeling? Are you sleeping?
No, not right now. No sleep at all. But we're ready. We're actually putting some stuff together today and getting ready and testing everything out. So we're ready. We're excited.
And speaking of the Target Field, for those of you maybe new to the show, maybe new to Gerard, I am such a legit fan of Gerard that when I go to a lot of Twins games, and every time I pass it, I go, not that you're not there, I go, "Hi, Gerard," and the people, your employees look at me like, "Who is this guy?" Like screaming, yeah. But anyway, what are we making today?
So we got one of our desserts. I brought some sweets. I always bring the food, so I brought some sweets. This is our play on peach cobbler. So we got a donut peach cobbler here.
Wait, a donut peach cobbler?
A donut peach cobbler with some fire roasted peaches, which is really good. This is our play on pineapple upside down, which is Tres Leches pineapple upside down. So it's got a little coconut soak. And we're going to make a dessert called our Il Nana, which is a mashup of banana pudding and bananas Fosters. Two of my favorite things. So
I'll be gaining some of my weight back today. That's right. Yep.
Okay, so one of the things that people always think you use banana pudding, but we actually use vanilla pudding. Which is a big thing some people don't know.
Okay.
And so we have our pudding. We actually mix it with a little bit of cream cheese. Gives it a little bit of body. And then we're going to put our bananas on top of here. We got a little bit of spices.
Okay.
Can't tell you what's in here, but you can smell it.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like the secret.
Yep.
You can't. You know what? Now I know why. Probably if it was fake banana pudding and with real bananas, it would taste funky. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Okay. Yeah.
We also have a little rum infused caramel, which is the banana Foster side. So we're gonna get a little. I won't go too crazy today.
No, it's all right. You can go crazy. Have you seen this audience? Yeah.
We're gonna hit with a little bit of whipped cream. And then we finish with some banana chips to give us a nice crunch. And a couple of my favorite
look, Gerard, who
Kendall
conveniently
is here.
arrived just in time to eat. It's Kendall, everybody. Yes.
So, you gotta get in there.
You're not. You like bananas, don't you?
I like everything, Jason.
Okay,
there you go. There you go.
Not picky, except for mayo. Don't like mayo.
Well, there's no mayo in that, so you're lucky. You good? It's good, isn't it?
She's not sharing that with you.
May I have a little bit? Okay.
We also brought you guys some gifts for you and Kendall.
Oh, nice! New Soul Bowl hats.
Oh, this is so cute.
Are you going to be selling these at Gray's?
Yep.
Okay, point out again if people.
If you're not going to eat it.
Oh. Okay, can you point out, Eric? Let's get a shot. These are some of your classics. What do we have here?
Yes, so we got our jalapeno cornbread, which we finished with a lavender honey, which is really nice.
Look at that,
a little
everybody.
Sweet and spicy.
Oh, yeah.
We also got our chicken and waffles, which has got like a spice peach with some cinnamon in there, a smoked syrup, a little bit of turkey bacon, and our famous fried chicken. So that's a good seller. And you can't go wrong with mac and cheese.
That right here, look at this, Eric, look at it. Look at that mac and cheese right there. Okay. Now, Gerard, everybody has their trick with, and I don't want you to give out, obviously you're not going to give your secret, but for you, for mac and cheese, what is your must-have for the mac and cheese? What is your trick?
For me, you gotta mix the cheese while the noodles are still hot. Some people let the noodles get too cold, and then it's supposed to melt the cheese, and so you gotta still mix it while it's still hot. And for us, we have to bake the mac and cheese. I don't like it too creamy. I like a little corner crunch.
Yep, I do too. I like the, You good? When are you opening up, Gerard?
So we open September 6th, and we will be raring to go. We got a brand new website just launched yesterday, so you can check us out, sobowmn.com. And I'll have all the pictures on there, our catering menu, and we got some new little treats that you guys haven't seen yet that'll be on the menu as well.
And again, it's behind Target Field. What are the hours going to be if people want to see
They're pretty much open. We have Honey and Rye doing pastries in the morning. They open at 7, and the bar is open till 2. So we'll be there all day.
Holla!
And I told Gerard I will be there all the time because I live like right across the street. So we're going a lot. Yeah. Again, go support them right behind Target Field. It's called Gray's, right?
Yep.
Gray's. Give it up for Gerard, everybody. Sobol is located at Gray's Provisions and Libations in the North River in Minneapolis. It opens September 6th. Again, go to sobowmn.com for more information. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of our show on YouTube. We post each day's episode along with clips from the show every single day. We get those up really quickly. Just search for The Jason Show and hit that subscribe button. Kendall and I are going to keep eating, and we will be back to wrap up the week right after this. Thank you as always. Congratulations, my friend. Welcome back, everybody. So I have to tell you what just happened. So Aaron Schwaberini, who deals with handles our audience every day, she's been doing a great job, yeah. Aaron has also been handling the music. We play music in the commercials to keep people energized and whatever. So, first of all, Aaron couldn't shut off the music during a segment we did earlier, so we were laughing at that. And then the studio audience and I, we're just sitting here, relaxing. It's the end of the show, and all of a sudden, over the loudspeaker, we hear, dun dun! And it was the Law and Order theme coming through. Aaron received a text message and forgot to turn the speaker off. That was great. I love you. I love you. Speaking of my girl, Aaron, don't forget to go support her. If you're looking for a great girls' night, go to Birch's Lower Town in St. Paul. Aaron and her buddy Jay perform a great cabaret show on Friday night, starting at what time? 8:30. Go support Aaron. You will have a great night. Yeah. Well, an update. We have an update to a story we told you about yesterday. I know, it sounds like the news here. Olive Garden's never-ending pasta pass was a big hit yesterday. All 24,000 passes sold out instantly. And of those who qualified for the lifetime pasta pass, 85% opted in, 15% opted out. I can't believe that. Due to the volume of traffic on Olive Garden's website, some people experienced glitches and got locked out. The OG says they are looking into the issues. I'm telling you, if you were going to go for the pass, why wouldn't you just get the lifetime one?
You are so passionate about this, and it just kills me.
We've
done this story twice now, and it just kills me.
But wouldn't you, if you got in to the site and you had the opportunity?
If I got lifetime pass a pasta, I wouldn't fit in this chair. I can't. That's not an option for me.
But I'm just saying, if you had the opportunity, you got Olive Garden for free for the rest of your life for like $500, and you had that money. Yes, I wouldn't pass on it.
I couldn't do it. Honest to God, I would not fit in this chair. I would live at the Olive Garden.
No, give me some pasta visual. Give me that soup and salad.
You know what it's called? You know the menu?
It's the soup. It's good. Oh, yeah. Give me that tour Italy, girl. I'm just working up. I love it. Yeah. Hey, guys, starting on Thursday, The Jason Show will be live from the Minnesota State Fair. We're at the Fox 9 booth, which is right next to the giant slide across from the grandstand. People ask us all the time, do we need a ticket to the show? No, but you do need a ticket to the Minnesota State Fair. As I always say, please do not go up to the ticket people of the Minnesota State Fair and say, Jason told me I didn't need a ticket. You do need a ticket to the fair. We'll be live every day at 10, so come join us. Make it, get to the fair early. My radio show will also be live at the fair. I'll be there from 6 to 9 at My Talks booth, so I'll be there for a while every day. So come see us. We're going to smell real good by 11. Yeah. And as I said, don't forget, if you miss our live show at any time, you can always, don't make me laugh, we're almost done. You can also see our replay, 3 p.m. on our sister station, Fox 9+. And don't forget to follow us on our Instagram account, Jason Show TV, Kendall Mark, and Jason Matheson. That's going to do it for us. If you're a kid, you're being bullied, you go out there, be yourself.